What's up guys, welcome back to Chelsea Explained, and today I'm feeling awful. I'm still so mad, and the clock is currently 1:30 in Sweden, and we still haven't seen Pochettino being sacked, which is crazy. He should have been sacked in the tunnel after the game yesterday, because it should never be acceptable to lose against Arsenal, but in the matter we lost, in the way he's setting up the team and how he's speaking before and after the game, and how barely any player or how he structurally has barely improved throughout the whole season ever since he took charge. Sure, we may be running more meters, but what's that gonna make for a difference when you're still getting battered almost every single week? We have just been lucky to claw out some victories because Cole Palmer has decided to turn into prime Angel Di Maria. Without him, we would be fighting down in relegation. Pochettino should really thank him that he has managed to save his job for so long. But Pochettino has to go now. The guy is not good enough to be a manager for Chelsea. He's so overrated. You're looking back at that PSG side he had. Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, they could carry him, but they were looking pretty bad under Pochettino back in when he was the PSG manager. He only wants his team to run. There's no system, there's no tactics. Our build-up play is absolutely shocking. There's no chemistry with the players. Pochettino must go down as the worst Chelsea manager I ever seen. This is the worst Chelsea we have ever seen. Yeah, some of these players is definitely not good enough to be here, and we need to, when the season has ended, we need to assess the squad and think which players are actually good enough to stay here. And if we have to take a loss and sell some of these guys, we have to do that. But at the same time, I would like to believe that a new proper elite manager that comes in and has a clear idea of how he wants to play can improve some of these guys that is massively underperforming at the current moment, because I would like to give everyone a clean slate and start from a new page with a new manager. Because Pochettino is just making everyone playing worse, except maybe two players. And he's talking so much rubbish just before and after the game. There's no matter we have some poor mentality when a gaffer has a Spursy mentality, his mentality translates to the team. It's so clear and obvious. Just looking at the lineup yesterday. First of all, he decided to switch out both Chalobah and Silva and decided to play the worst centre-back pairing in football history together against a super informed Arsenal. He decided to give Alfie Gilchrist a starting debut, which I'm happy to see. But he is for God's sake a centre-back, and you're playing him as a right-back. And he got absolutely cooked throughout the whole game by Trossard on that left hand side. So I can't understand why Pochettino continuously playing players out of position. That should be a red flag from the first time we saw that. It's crazy. He's also playing Enzo, who is clearly struggling with his hernia injury and might want to go and have a surgery. And you still make him take injections and forcing him to play. He was just like a cone out there. The Arsenal players were running around him like it was training session. We could have just played with 10 men instead. And I absolutely like Enzo. I think he got some real qualities. But you can't play a player that is injured and struggling from that. I don't know what this gaffer is thinking. And then in terms of the substitutions, this is where I turned off the game when he subbed in Chalobah and Thiago Silva. I mean, you're subbing in Thiago Silva when we're down 5-0. Talk about disrespecting someone's legacy. So Miss Silva's tweet after the game. And she was right. If you wait too long, if you don't take action now, it will be too late. Really started to think, what has he done in training? Are we just running those extra meters? Or is work being done in training in terms of a build-up phase? How we're going to defend? How we're going to create chances? How we're gonna set up the player instructions? Where players are gonna move, etc. and combine with each other. I mean, we have no chemistry in this team. And it has gone soon a whole season. I mean, if I were Pochettino and I lost 5-0 to Arsenal, I would resign myself and say, you know what? I couldn't do the job, I'm sorry. This isn't for me, this isn't good enough. I would be completely honest. I'm so angry that he can never take accountability. It's never his fault, apparently. So, when we're getting in a new gaffer, which we absolutely have to, and I will take Thomas Tuchel back in a heartbeat, because he got the Chelsea DNA. He has proved he is absolute elite. I would take him back, or someone else, and I would sack the directors, except Joe Shields. We can keep him. Bring in new ones, and they going to, for real now, collaborate with the gaffer and ask, what type of player do you want? We're gonna try and get that for you. Which type of player do you want to get rid of? Fine, we're selling them. I mean, I think I at least thought Mudryk had potential. But it looks like this guy is not a footballer. Madueke and Jackson, absolutely shocking. I mean, Jackson is not a striker, for real. He can't hit the target from just 3-4 meters in front of the goal. And when he's gonna head the ball, he's using his hand. Oh, what a rant. I'm sorry I'm getting so angry, but I mean, it really clicked yesterday for me. As soon as Arsenal scored 5-0 and we brought in Chalobah and Thiago Silva, I turned off everything. This is not the Chelsea we know. I absolutely hate what we have become. I mean, we have become a laughingstock. And I can't see us turning it around unless these owners are willing to admit they were wrong and sacking the whole lot of them. Some of these players, Pochettino, they don't deserve to wear this shirt. They don't deserve to have the badge on them. I'm sorry. And some people think maybe Gallagher isn't good enough. Some of the academy guys, they're not technical enough. But at least Gallagher and Gilchrist and these players are giving their whole life for Chelsea Football Club. They're giving 200%. They're playing with passion for the badge. I mean, Kai Havertz scored a brace against us. Celebrated like crazy. It just proves you he never loved Chelsea. You know, he was just here for the money. I definitely say this is the downfall of Chelsea, and there has to be drastic changes. They have to change everything, because otherwise we won't be able to save this club we Chelsea fans love. And we playing like an absolute championship team. I mean, honestly, I don't even think we would survive down in the championship. It's crazy what has happened to our club, and Pochettino should resign himself or be sacked today immediately with the directors. We have to start looking into a new manager, change the model, and I hope fans is actually starting to protest soon in taking action in their own hands, because otherwise we will forget about it like the owners want, and nothing will happen, and this will just continue to go on, and God forbid what's gonna happen to our club if we don't taking action. So a bit of a rant video. I'm so angry at the moment. I understand you are that too, guys, and if you could like the video, subscribe to my page, much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm out. Peace.